Good evening and welcome, everyone. Tonight, we're here on the streets of New York City to find people's gut reaction to Comedy Tonight. Describe the reaction you had when you first saw Comedy Tonight.
My veins in my head popped out and I feel like killing someone.
Thank you, Brian. What do you think about the comics on Comedy Tonight? What should be done with them?
I'd string them up.
And?
Let people pelt them with rocks.
Hi, did you see that new show on television, Comedy Tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you think of that? Hey, this is garbage.
It's Comedy Tonight with our guests, John Mulrooney, Jenny Jones, Glenn Super, John Ferrentino, and Wayne Cotter. Some of America's brightest comics, and who knows what else. Now here's your host, BillBoggs.
Thank you. Wasn't that a wonderful testimony by John Mulrooney? All right. Our first comedian has been touring the country, recently opening for George Carlin. They call him Mr. Bullhorn, Glenn Super.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
So I flew in last night to New York to be here with you. Went to a nice restaurant, had 8 o'clock reservations, 9:45 they blast over this PA system. Super party of one. Glenn Super party of one. So I blasted them right back.
I'll eat when I'm ready.
I know what you're thinking this guy knows his way around a restaurant. I like salad bars, but people glut themselves at salad bars. I think it's rather tacky when somebody brings a pitchfork to a salad bar. One guy didn't ask for a doggy bag, he asked for a lawn bag to bring this stuff home. That's when I say this is a job for Mr. Bullhorn.
Attention, fat family at the salad bar. You've had enough. Go back to your homes. There's nothing more you can eat here. Leave some croutons for us. Some bacon bits would be nice.
I know what you're thinking. You're thinking this guy impresses the ladies at a restaurant. I impress the ladies by talking about my brilliant and heroic military career. Everybody go, In 1969, during the bloody Vietnam War, I am proud to say I was ROTC. Ran off to Canada. All right, stop singing. Then I came back. I volunteered for the Army Reserves. Now, many people say the Army Reserves is a pansy operation, but let me tell you something, Buster. I was captured. I was captured by the North Vietnamese Army Reserve. And I was locked in a tiny cell 1 weekend each month. And I impressed the ladies by taking them over to Jack in the Box and playing tricks on the guy at the drive-in window. Pulled up one time, order please. I whispered, I would like a hamburger. Could you speak up, sir? I would like a hamburger. Sir, please try to speak up.
A hamburger!
You know what's scary? The kids hang out at these burger places wearing T-shirts that say Ozzy Osbourne and Iron Maiden, AC/DC. These rock groups worship the devil. Now, who would want to worship the devil? He's got no holidays. And what kind of holiday would he have? The hottest day of the year? And now they're leaving messages from the devil. You play a record backwards, you hear a message from the devil. Now, what kind of message would the devil leave? This is the devil. Bring some ice! It's hot down here. So I bought this Twisted Sister record, okay? Played it backwards, and it sounded better. And the one thing I learned by playing any record backwards is it totally wrecks your needle and your turntable. So I played this record backwards. I wanted to hear a message from the devil. But what I heard was even more terrifying. What I heard by playing that Twisted Sister record backwards was...
Attention, Kmart shoppers.
Good night. Thank you. Thank you very much.
You know, they all laughed when a woman who looked like this said she wanted to be a comedian, but no one's laughing now. Actually, yes, they are. Here is Jenny Jones.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. It's the dress, isn't it? It does that all the time. This is from the Betty Rubble collection. I hope you like it. Anyway, I'm Polish. Any Poles here? Got some Poles? Is that stupid they call us Poles? Do you hate that? Why don't they call people from Holland holes? This is my very first day in New York, and it's real nice to be here. I was raised not too far from here, up in Canada, but I live in Los Angeles now. I moved there because of television, and that's worked out real well. I get a lot better reception now. I miss my parents. My parents are so neat. My mother used to take diet pills. Do you remember when diet pills were legal? You know what that was? Speed. It was. That explains why she used to vacuum the inside of the refrigerator. My dad. Are women attracted to men who remind them of their fathers? Isn't it true? I swear, every time I see a man that, like, wears his pants up to here, black socks with sandals, little pieces of toilet paper stuck to his face, come on. I could be had. I was raised Catholic. Who else was raised Catholic and tortured? Is it torture? It's torture. They brainwash you. They tell you stuff you don't understand when you're just a little kid. It's all words to you when you're growing up. We had to pick our own Catholic middle names for confirmation. I picked Bingo. They tell you things. Oh, God is always watching. You get this all the time. God is everywhere. I thought God was living at our house, hiding out in the bathroom. I had proof. My dad would go in the bathroom. He'd shut the door. I heard confessions. I did. I heard things like, Jesus, I'll never eat Mexican food again. Thank you. So really, my dad would come out, my mother would go in, and she'd say, God, have you been in here again? She was lighting candles. I thought it was an altar or something. Went to an all-girls school run by nuns. That's when you pay your dues. It's when you find out they don't call them mothers for nothing, by the way. You think the PLO's got terrorists. Mother Superior has to be the meanest nun on the face of the earth. For you non-Catholics, Mother Superior is the nun in charge of the whole school. You know, we had a black nun in charge, Mother Supreme. Very strict about sex. I mean, it is just not allowed, you know. I mean, and I finally figured out why the nuns do that, because if they're not getting it, nobody else is either, right? I mean, they wouldn't even believe that. Morality has changed so much since I went to school. I was actually with a man the other night. He actually said to me, am I the first one? I said, yeah, today. Thank you. They don't dress like they used to, those nuns. They used to have the black habits, you know, and they always had that thing on their head, you know, with the spoiler. You know? It's just not the same. And they torture. They kicked me out of class all the time. I was like 12 years old. I used to get kicked out for wearing lipstick, kicked out for wearing a bra, you know, 12 years old. I bought this bra. This is so humiliating. Nobody'd go with me because I didn't need it. I was 12 years old. Sales lady, absolutely gorgeous. 5'8", 38D. I had to walk up and say, excuse me, I'd like to see something in a bra. She said, I bet you would, honey. To try the flatware department. I had to get the manager to wait on me. Very sweet little lady, 5 feet tall, 100 years old, 38 long. I was so frustrated, I ripped open my blouse. I said, do you have anything for these? She said, have you tried Clearasil? Thank you very much. You're very welcome.
Coming up, comedian Wayne Cotter after this word from a new sponsor.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This commercial is not for the Acme Bedpan Company, or is it for Captain Kelly for smoke alarms. This sound could save your life. This commercial is for the new Black & Decker 704 electric power saw. It's the only saw of its kind. It's a saw that slices, dices, halves and quarters. But believe me when I tell you, we're going to be hacking up Bill Boggs just to prove to you how strong this blade is. Bill, you have nothing to worry about, because if you look very closely, you can see, of course, that the saw doesn't really cut.
Not that much.
We're going to try it again just like this. What I'd like you to do, Bill, is just lie down like this, and what we're going to do is we're going to try to kill you. Just lie down just like this. Might be a little bit taller. Just put that over here like that. Good. All right. Now, of course, you would never abuse your saw in this manner, but we figured by hacking up Bill Boggs, we could represent 7 years of hard work on the blade. Bill, have you got anything to say before we cut in?
Looking forward to another Comedy Tonight show sometime in the future.
We hope so. Hold on to this. Here we go. Are you
My
ready?
contract says don't do commercials.
Well, mine says not to kill people. We're even. Here we go. I'd like to pause for a second. I know what you're saying. Holy mackerel, this guy's nuts. I don't know why we said that. Maybe for the hell of it. All right, here we go. How do you feel?
Slightly different.
Okay, well, sit up. We'll finish off the commercial right here. Sit up. Look towards the audience right over there. Hold on to the saw and give me the lovely spokesmodel. A lot of people wonder, but just simply by removing the saw blade, it also becomes a home entertainment center. That's right, by simply removing the blade, it becomes an electric toothbrush, an electric back scratcher, or a personal massager for those hard-to-reach places. Now, I know what you're saying. How much would you expect to pay for a great saw like this? Would you be expecting to pay $69.95? No. $59.95? No. We're talking $149.95. We're talking good saws. Bottom line, I think you know what we're talking about. A product of the Texas Chainsaw Company.
Coming up, comedian Wayne Cotter. Hey, I mean it this time.
Well, that was John Ferrentino, who was attempting to saw me in half. And here's the man you've been hearing so much about on our show, Wayne Cotter.
Thanks very much. Yeah, you know, when I was in college, we used to, we'd study psychology, and they would always call it psych. We had abbreviations for everything. College kids, phys, chem, bio. Very busy college kids, you know. No time to talk, me go lunch now. I love when people change names for things. There's a town upstate New York, Ossining, New York. Sing Sing Prison is there. The town was originally called Sing Sing, New York. They changed their name. They didn't want to be associated with the prison. Meanwhile, there's a giant prison in the middle of the town. People that live there going, that's a high school. We got tough kids. We need gun turrets. It's so stupid. And a kid escapes from... If somebody escapes from the prison, the kids get the day off from school. They call it an escape day. It's budgeted in. Like a snow day. And you know the kids are thrilled, right? Yay, day off, somebody escaped. There's got to be kids down at the prison throwing weapons and ladders over the wall. Come on, guys, another bazooka. Get out of there. Stupid. My goodness. I like words. Like, if you look in the dictionary, you find words don't even belong in there. The word 50 is defined in the dictionary. Look it up. Definition is 3 words, 5 times 10. You don't know what 50 is. What kind of help is 5 times 10? Now you gotta look up 5, look up times, look up 10. 10's 5 times 2. You're still going on with this thing. Look up 49, it'll say C50, subtract 1. So stupid. I've been thinking about men and women lately. Women are more polite than men, don't you think? I think so. Yeah, if a couple's walking down the street and a great-looking guy comes walking by, women are real nice in this situation. You're very subtle, you're very polite, just that kind of look out of the corner of your eye. You know, you're really crafty in a restaurant, the reflection off a knife. Hey, guys are not quite as cool about this, you know, with the guys. You know, honey, I think June's the best time for our wedding because, holy cow! Yeah, women don't get away with this. You just, honey, isn't that guy sexy? Isn't he cute? Don't you think he's good-looking? How would I know? They're all the same to me. Paul Newman, the Elephant Man, no difference at all. We get pumped up with all that macho. You know how to burst that bubble. You just ask us to do the one thing you know we hate more than anything in the world. You love to do this. You ask us to hold on to your pocketbook. You get such a kick out of it, that big smile. Hold this for me. I'm going to Europe. We're walking around, this is not mine. It belongs to a female. Friends are teasing you, going bowling, Wayne. Oh, nothing. Monster bags, all zippers all over them. Inside the bag, you have a zipper too, right? The secret compartment. Put your valuables in there. If someone steals the bag, they won't think to look in the secret compartment. And in my mom's bag, every tissue she ever owned was in this bag. At least women ask directions. Men just keep driving until they find something. You know, it's true. I think I see some lights. 40 miles down. We'll head that way. If that's the wrong direction, we'll come back around the South Pole, up the other side of the planet, right home. My mom and my dad always argued about that. Ask some of these people walking by who live in the neighborhood for directions. What would they know? They're pedestrians. My dad's so stupid, he would go to the trouble of getting directions, then decide he knew better. Says you're to make a left, we'll just go straight down this thing over here. Then he'd get lost, start saying the same thing every time. They changed this whole thing. We get directions for things we don't need directions for. Look on a bottle of shampoo. Directions, lather, rinse, repeat. Thank God for that. I'm an idiot. I might rinse first, then lather up, walk outside with my head full of foam. Thanks a lot. You guys are terrific.
Well, here's John Mulrooney. And John, you actually do not look too happy, pal. What is it?
I'm concerned, Bill. You know, we are in a drought emergency here in New York, and what I've done is I've taken the time to put together a public service announcement that our distributors can use across the country, some helpful household hints on how to conserve water.
Well, that's a good idea. Why don't we take a look at it?
Let's roll the tape.
Okay.
Water, our most valuable commodity, but one day it could become a luxury. We're in a drought emergency here in New York, but that could happen anywhere. So we're going to show you some tips now on how to conserve. Water conservation during meal preparation is essential. I'm serving my guests an elegant dinner. Watch how I conserve. My first course is soup. French bouillon.
It's a little hot, John.
Beverage, Mark?
Sure. Iced tea, my favorite.
That's conserving, Mark.
Hey, John, what's the main course?
My specialty, drought emergency pasta. Every trip to the bathroom means water consumption. So while there, think of ways to conserve. Why, there are hundreds of water sources right under your very nose. You just take the time to look for them. Excuse me, Dave. I'm not in your way, am I? The simple motion of depressing this lever can consume up to 9 gallons of water at one time. So remember, when using the toilet, flush only once a week. A couple more days, this baby will be right. Well, there it is, folks. Some hints on how to conserve water around the house. Tune in next week when we teach you how to conserve on gas. I'm John Mulrooney. Have a good night.
I'm impressed, John. You know, I always just thought of you as a comedian. I didn't know about the serious side, but...
I'm a concerned citizen. And you know, tap water accounts for almost 15% of the water that we use. And I figured for drinking purposes, what you should do is make a trip to your store, some popular brands, some mineral water, such as Deer Park is good water. We have club soda, very refreshing.
It's nice, but you know, it can get a little expensive.
Well, it's a little expensive. Well, for a family on a budget, we have Jersey Spring, which is, you can get this around exit 14 if you want.
The turnpike.
Oh, yeah, just get out with a sponge or a mop or whatever, and there you go. That's it.
Well, that's wonderful, John. What's your next project?
My next project, I'm not sure, Bill. We're probably going to uncover the pornography ring right in front of your house as we were filming that.
I knew I'd get something out of that. We'll be back to say goodbye right after this. Thanks to our guests, John Mulrooney, John Ferrentino, Glenn Super, Jenny Jones, Wayne Cotter, and our announcer, Mark McEwen, and John, I understand you have a movie you want to plug.
What? It's called Rider PI, Bill. It'll be out in February sometime. It's got some of the top comics working around the country today.
Plus you.
Plus me. Bob Nelson was in it. Mr. John Ferrentino. It stars
What's it about?
Dave Hawthorne, Francis Raines. It's about a cocaine smuggling ring and a real estate swindle.
Oh, a documentary on your life.
You gotta love him, don't you?
I'll do the jokes, Bill. Shut up.
Wait a second, we gotta find out. None of us has ever seen a comedian in a dress quite like this, Jenny.
Well, I like to get noticed, and I think that when you wear it,
We noticed.
Your clothing should make a statement, and I think this dress says, just leave the money on the dresser, as I think.
The title of that film is Rider PI.
Rider PI, Private Investigator.
Hey, quickly, how'd you get started with the bullhorn?
Long movie lines. Like for Rider PI, a long movie line, walk up to the front of the line.
Attention, the 8 o'clock showing has been canceled. Go back to your home.
Walk right to the front.
That's all right.
Good night, everybody. Have a pleasant night's sleep.